Oh well, we're starting in now. The only thing these people missed is uh, we designed Judge's ship. Escort name. I know it's fucking. But fuck you, man. Your ship's an escort ship. They're both CL. They're both light cruiser class ships. Why's mine gotta be Cinnamon? I don't want to name my ship Cinnamon. Nah, I refuse. I ain't naming it Cinnamon. I'm just gonna name it what it's called so I can find it easier when building it. Now I've gotta build us a coastal defense ship. Exactly why it's not being named that. Bitch. That won't fit up there. Darn. Man, these ships are hard to get enough power to. Alright, casemate guns for point defense. I will be defending my point. My point will be, leave me the hell alone. Everything still fits. Alright. Armor here. 7. I want you to have 8s on 8s. 2, 2, 2. 10, 8, 8, 9, 2, 2, 2. Conning tower. 8. We're gonna sacrifice some more armor here. 1, 1 superstructure. 1.5. 2, back on the belt. Alright, you can name this battleship whatever you want. It's kind of wonky looking one. Now what is up with that pole? That was a while ago. Did it just go through again? George. Alright. George it is. Yeah, I mean, and it fits with the way it looks. Oh, damn. I'm gonna see if I can pull these in just a little bit. I can pull the one in a little bit. That fixed the offset just a little bit from 1.9 to 1.6. Alright, George. You ugly bastard. Alright. How many of your ship do you want made? Your max limit is 10. Well, 15. You can have 15. You want 7. Alright. You're gonna make 7 of those. How many Georges you want? Or sorry, Georges. Georgies. Or like corgis. How many of them you want? You have a max of 10. Yeah. 5 is a good choice. Alright, now I'm going to do my ships. I'm going to make 5 of the battleships and 10 of the cruisers. Yeah. Alright, let's see. Where do I want to deploy these? Alright, well, do you want to be in the western USA, the Gulf Coast, or somewhere up here by eastern Maine, southeastern? GC. Gulf Coast. Alright. First, we'll put your whatchamacallits down. These will go... Where is the port? I'm looking for... There you go, Gulf Coast. We'll put these in another part of the Gulf Coast. We'll put them in Tampa. I think I'm gonna put my fleet... I think I'm gonna put my fleet in Boston and New York. How's the rest of the world doing, ship-wise? So we're going to have less ships than every other nation. Well, that's gonna suck a little bit. Alright, we've got one special priority research. You can pick shells, explosive, big guns, small guns. We won't be changing this often. It will be left for a very long time. I can explain what each one does if you want. Big guns is, as you would expect, big guns. It'll let us unlock much, much larger guns. I think the largest guns in this game are like 24-inch guns or 32-inch guns. Small guns will just be making our smaller guns better. Shells is, as you'd expect, the ammunition. So, like right here, this would give us a better high explosive round. Explosives is our filler. So like TNT filler, brown powder, black powder. Put it in simple terms, big guns gets you big guns, small guns gets you better small guns. Shell makes every gun better. Alright, shells it is. I ain't gonna lie to you, that's usually what I pick too. Because like I said, shells makes just every gun better. Like I said, we cheated in a shit ton of money. So we should be fine on money for the entire game. So we won't have to worry about, oh no, we have to lower our crew and our tech, and now we don't have people or sailors or any of that stupid crap. We won't have that problem. Right. Are you sure you don't want to make any more ships? That's a lot of coast to defend with just 7 ships. Alright, double it. That I can do. Alright, we'll move those to Gulf Coast. There you go. Alright, so now you've got 20 ships and 5 battleships. That should defend all of the Gulf Coast. I think I'm not doubling battleships, by the way. We don't need a bunch of them, because if we have a bunch of battleships, our smaller ships will never fight. Our battleships will end up doing everything. I'm going to build some more of my ships and put them on the other coast. I'm going to put them over in San Francisco. Alright, are you ready to start the game? Yeah, I'm tired of waiting on an answer. Alright, do you want to leave your ships here in whatchamacallit? Do you want to leave your ships here in port, or do you want to start putting pressure on one of these places? Because you can go and put pressure on Mexico and stuff if you want to. Mexico, Spain, any of these places, really. Go down to Cuba. Now, why can't I... There it is. I was wondering why one was zooming. What do you want to send to Cuba? Battleships, cruisers, or everything? Cuba's another main faction on the politics, so they are less likely to bend the knee. All right. Me, I think I'm gonna put pressure on Canada. Idaho's gonna have to... Nope, 2 of these are gonna have to stay behind. Damn. My ships use up more crew than yours. You can send out all 5 of your battleships. I can only send out 3 of mine. Darn. Yeah, we're gonna put pressure on everybody. That must be Canada. Oh, Canada. Tension. Alright, China don't like how far left we're moving. You want to basically tell them to go get fucked or not? I kind of just want to tell them to go get fucked. Go get fucked, China. All the sea passages around the world are opening. Romania wants to order a George. Yay or nay? Nicaragua is afraid of your fleet. Do you want to go and invade them instead of Cuba? No answer means I make the call. I'm gonna say we're gonna go fuck them up. Well, you're gonna see your ships in action because I'm sending them down there. Actually, it's really early in the game. Nicaragua might not have a fleet yet. Man, I can't get comfy here. What's gonna give us least unrest? This one. I think we're just gonna take Nicaragua. I don't think they're gonna put up a fight. Nope, we just took Nicaragua. Which one pisses Spanish off? That one. Alright, we'll go put this back up on by Cuba now. At least we now own Nicaragua. Canada ain't budging on my threats. Korea wants to order some ships. Should we sell them? No answer means I'm answer. Sure, Korea. It'll piss off Japan and China. Nickel steel armor. It is time for our first upgrades. Which means I've got to bring the fleet back. San Fran and San Diego. New armor unlocked, we can do our first refit. Switching to nickel steel. A lot stronger, more expensive, a lot lighter. Frog in my throat. Sorry about that. There we go. Alright, that's my ship upgraded. We got armor added to it. This ship gets more armor now as well. It's lighter. now to do the upgrade on George. And I gotta do your ship. Okay, now let's see what kind of armor upgrades we can do to your ship. Displacement's locked. Oh, we can add a barbette at least. Alright, you here, Judge? I got a question about your ship here. I'll wait for him to get back. I'll ask him after that, then. For now, I will just leave it. That's a pretty serious change. I don't want to mess with it without asking first. I think we have the tonnage to build a gunboat now. Let me check here. Yes, we do. Main guns. Face it that way, it'll go on. That I can do that. I don't think however we spend this, these aren't gonna fit. Sixes will fit though. this will work. I don't think they will fit on here normally. Yeah, too wide. Alright, you can fire over everyone still. That's good. That's really good. Standard ratio. Base heavy shells. Now, this thing is gonna be a walking ammo rack for a while here. We're gonna have to watch it. What is it? 4-6? Or 6, let's replace it again. Alright, so 4-6 is the max those can be. Got 6, 6, 1, 1, 1, 1, 5, 2, 2. We can do 5 on those. Okay, we're not gonna have the ability to use that tower. It's too heavy. That will fit there. And those fit there. Fit it there. Problem is, that don't work. Why is this not wanting to place? Had it placed before. Now it's saying the ship isn't wide enough. I know the ship's wide enough. I had it on here before. What about if I try and put that there then? Error part. Alright, fine, it's gonna be stupid. know why it's being weird there. Oh well. That gun doesn't need to be there. It doesn't have the ability to fire in most angles. Since we can't put the tower I want to put there, we're going to have to use the front tower instead. No, is there anywhere I can get this place? Man, I deleted everything but what I wanted to delete there. Is there anywhere I can get this to place? Yeah, right there. Which is stupid. Why won't it place in any of these spots anymore? I don't know. Not sure why it won't let me place it where I just had it. All I do know is that I give up trying to mess with it. We're just gonna have to use a worse tower. I do not need that much armor on them guns. Well, I do, just not right now. Well, I made a gunboat. Not like the capital B. Make a couple of those. Then go put them in an empty port. Put them in Portland. Then I'll put you over in Norfolk. I need to make sure Judge's ship go back to their respective ports too, so they can have their upgrades done. It'll probably take them a turn or two to get back into port. Looks like it took us both 2 turns to get into port. refit all of my ships, all of his ships. We will let them have a ship. Korea seems to be our best customer right now. Alright, who do I not like? I don't want Canada. I want Canada's land. Canada is with Austro-Hungary right now. Is what it is, I guess. Our ships are done being upgraded. Wonder when we're gonna have war. Mark II 2-inch guns. We unlocked white powder. Guess I want all the ships on sea control. How are we looking in? That unlocks a new battleship. That unlocks a 5,000 ton heavy cruiser. That just improves accuracy. China and Japan are at war with each other. Kinda wish I was at war with them too. We need to piss somebody off. Preferably the Spanish, so we can get Cuba. Just ain't sure who to go to war with. Really depends on who pushes at us first. Let's just look at our politics and see who does not like us. Spanish. Alright, so we're going to increase tension with Spanish. Hopefully we can piss them off. Start war with them. All I can do is keep insulting them and hope they go to war with me. I don't care about the British. My ship over here. Move these ones over here. Move the battleships to Gibraltar. Put these in Philly. Take the Norfolk Yeah, Norfolk ships. And need to move them probably to Santa Cruz. We'll get Judge's stuff right here in Cuba. We're gonna try our hardest to really rile up the Spanish. Putting our ships right in front of them, they won't like that. People are ordering ships like crazy. We got another upgrade. Costa Rica, huh? first, we got a new ship that I'm going to obviously build right away. Because it is a lot bigger than our other stuff. On one hand, I want to use that tower. On the other hand, this one gives me better base accuracy. But it doesn't give me shit for long range accuracy. I do lose some damage control with both of these though. I guess it's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. We're gonna put some big ass guns on here. Yep, for the year we're gonna just put absolutely massive guns on here. Then we need all of these. Three, conning tower a lot, 3, 1. Range finder. Increased AP, heavy, increased, nickel steel, barbette. Now we need to put in some funnels. Okay, now to try and get some weight back for more armor. Well, that was easy. We want that 10 there, 10 there, 10 there, 3 on both of these. 12, 12, 12, 5, 5, 5, 5. Alright, 15 then. Okay. Put the rest into deck armor. How would we do 4 on these and see if that gets us enough for some deck armor? It does. Alright, that gives us a new ship. Battleship 1. also had to upgrade all of our other ships again. We've already got that on. I've already got that one. Good. Extend the coincidency rangefinder, which is all that mattered. I could try and put a bigger gun on here. It's definitely gonna be a tough fit. I could try. How much heavier are these going to be, is the question. Not that much heavier. So the question is whether I can fit one on here or not. Just barely able to fit them. What do you mean, just barely? I was able to get those on there. I'm gonna have to lose a little bit of armor everywhere though. But we were able to get a bigger gun on there. Torpedo cruiser. This one is just getting a rangefinder. Hopefully it has enough spare weight to do it. It does. So that's all that one's getting. I don't think there's any chance of me putting a bigger gun on this one, but I will try. I will try. This one's just already such a tight fit. Yeah, not happening. This one will not get bigger guns. It might be able to fit them later when I unlock a different mark. But as of right now, they cannot go above the 12.9s. So we're just putting a rangefinder on it. And it don't have enough weight to do anything else. So that's the only upgrade it gets. Was George. I gotta mess with this one. I don't know how well Judge's ship's gonna hold up. It being that small, we just can't put armor on it. It'll hold up for the first few years, but by 1894, 95, it's gonna be pushing its limit. We'll probably have a couple of them sink before that even. Alright, we want to put Norfolk and Wilmington. There's Norfolk. There's Wilmington. I don't think we actually have any ships that stayed. No, yeah, we've got the ones on the East Coast. They stayed in port so they can get upgraded. Whereas all the ships out here we have don't even have a rangefinder on them. They're laying down a shit ton of torpedoes. Yeah, I love spamming those out. I need Spain to hurry up and accept my provocations. And let's go to war. I need to see how my ship's gonna perform, and I need to see how Judge's ship's gonna perform. I gave up on all additional firepower on mine, so it may not do too well. As a very distinct possibility. But if it does hit something, it should hurt. I had the same situation with battleships, though, given the guns I just put on them. It's gonna be a pain in the ass for them to hit anything, but if they do hit, it's gonna hurt. I think I'm gonna move everything back to their ports so they can all get upgraded. I know these things spent forever getting over here, but it is what it is. Unlocked a heavier light cruiser. Still not quite heavy enough for us to do much with it. Alright, Judge's ships are back in port. So we can upgrade those. ships I built. North Atlantic and Caribbean. Does that mean one of these? Yep, these ones. We're supposed to go here, actually. I still need the Spanish to want to go to war here. Inch Mark II. Well, too bad we didn't go the small guns route this time. I find myself when I play this game by myself, I usually go 9-inch guns, or specifically 9.9-inch guns, and a shit ton of armor and smaller guns. Usually a bunch of 9s and a bunch of 5.9s. As well as a lot of armor, and then I rush. I usually rush armor tech and either shells or explosives to make the 9.9s better. We got reinforced bulkheads. Means all of our ships need upgraded again. Let's just finish the other upgrades first, at least. Refit this. Just seeing if we had anything else anywhere else unlocked. It's dangerous, but we are gonna upgrade all of our ships to white powder. Like I said, it is dangerous. It is a much larger chance of our ships to explode violently. I've only got one funnel on here, and it's not working very well. Oh well. Ship moves. Not very well, but it does move. I think. We've got enough weight to put this one in. It does throw off our 4 weight. I don't like. Let's see if I can mess with our 4 weight. I mean, wonder. Oh yeah, I can mess with 4 weight. That works. Looks ugly, looks stupid, but it works. You know, if we're gonna do something stupid like that, let's do it as stupid can be. Get rid of all three of those. Yep. It's as stupid can be here. We'll see how we can try and mess with our 4-weight again, though. Yeah, get it down a little bit lower. Engine still ain't efficient at all. But we made our ship funny. And I find that funny. And we actually do have enough weight here. We can make our ship a little bit better. That's a funny looking ship. Works though. More guns to shoot from. Whoops. I meant to hit save, didn't I? Damn it. I forgot you could do that for a minute. I was like, wait a minute, I remember I can move these down in here. I don't think you're supposed to. I think it's just one of them bugs that got overlooked. If I'm being honest. But I'm doing it anyways. Reinforced bulkheads, that's why I even started upgrading these. I lost my train of thought and was trying to remember what the point of all this was. See, it just lowers all of our flash fire chances and everything. And that is important when we're going to be switching to white powder on all of our ships. Nope, still can't add armor back to this one. It is a very small ship that I put very large guns on. Almost a quarter. No, it is a quarter of the weight of this entire ship is these two guns. Now we'll take a look at George here. Then reinforced bulkheads, then right to white powder. He did have room for armor after that. One of the only ones, actually. We did 3 battleships. Now we've got the 3 CLs to do. Reinforced bulkhead and then white powder. I ain't brave enough to put gun cotton on. That's not just pushing there. That's death. care if the engine's really bad on this ship. At some point, we'll put some smaller guns here and here. We could have done that now, actually, but, no. Now, this ship, just because of how heavy it is, I think I will be ripping off these 4-inch guns and putting smaller ones on top of reinforced bulkheads, because we did unlock secondary guns for these now. I think 3-inch guns there. Now let's just keep it 2 inches across the board here. Never mind. America's got the same weird turrets as Japan, so we can do 3s and 2s. Whoops, didn't mean to break that guy. Wanted to see if the 2s would actually fit up here. They're not affecting anything, I don't think. Let's see if I upgrade them, if they do any problems. Nope, no problems across the board. We're only a little bit heavier. Wish I could have put the 2-inch guns there. Actually, the 3-inch guns are lighter. Because the 2-inch guns got that case on them. That's a lot of accuracy, though. I would love to have 2-inch guns instead. They're way, way more accurate for very, very much minimal pen. Oh yeah, switch to white powder. That'll get us the weight. I was like, wait a minute, all the other ones worked. Plus, we took off 4-inch guns. I don't care how, those are definitely heavier. Okay. This one is done. We got one more ship to work on here. Yeah, so we did 3 battleships. We did my ship, my other ship. Now we need to do the incoming Freedom. Gets a rangefinder. Make the rangefinder fit, we have to take some stuff off. Alright, all the ships are ready for an upgrade again. waiting on this ship to get all the way around this horn down here. God, he's gonna be a while. So those 10 ships are gonna be the slowest ones to upgrade. Everybody finished upgrading yet? You guys still need done. And 10 of these need done. The other ones, like I said, they're gonna be much, much slower. The battleships still have 6 months. Yep. I'm threatening the Spanish Empire to go to war. They really don't want to go to war, though. They keep buying me off here. What's our Navy's power rating across the globe? 7. They rate us so little, huh? Well, China is right now the closest thing to war we're gonna have, I think. We unlocked better engines for our ship. Nope. Struggling to get the crew together for these ships, huh? There's Harvey armor. Well, with Harvey armor, that means it is definitely time for another I say very quick upgrade. Ain't shit here quick. But can't ignore Harvey armor. That is a big upgrade. We can put in our new boiler too. That'll actually make this ship one of our worst ships, only 26. Now, have a 100% engine efficiency. As a significant improvement. Everything else weight-wise, we can just put onto armor. We've got 14.6 inches of armor. I'm sorry. I had to sneeze. I had to do it twice. Damn. I don't like this is turned around. That's bugging me. That's one. And we gotta go over here to this ship, do the same thing. Switch into induced boiler and then Harvey armor. Then whatever weight is left after that, go to soft caps on this one because apparently I forgot to upgrade the ammo. Then armor, which this ship in particular needs a lot of. Alright, that is a little bit more armor on the ship. It's also up at engine efficiency peak now. I won't have to worry about it as much. Alright, the next one would be the George class. Also another ship that is massively struggling with engine performance. Still wasn't as bad as the other one that we just fixed, but there we go. Now it's got the performance it needs. Harvey armor makes it lighter. Means we can now have 10 inches of armor. Alright, 2.5. 2.5. 2.5. Alright, that's all the armor we can put on this. Yeah, I should have been checking these to see if I unlocked any new towers for any of those, but I forgot. It is what it is. Alright, you get Harvey, and you also get induced, which puts you at almost above efficiency. Still pushing it a little bit. See if I can get you up to increased AP now with the rest of the weight. Once I have the inner deck upgraded, then we'll start putting armor on these again. Inner deck's gotta come first. Oh, we gotta do gunboat. Induced. Then Harvey, that also gets it close, but not quite to its whatchamacallit, limits. See if we can also get this over to increased AP now. That's all it can get. Now we just need to judge a ship here. Okay, they can all be upgraded again now. The reason why you want to try and do these upgrades as many times as you can is to get rid of all of these flaws. Every time you do a refit, there's a chance to get rid of them, which is how we've got like this ship that has no flaws. It's perfect. So you got a couple of them like that now. But that's why I am trying to refit so often and so much. It's having a defect that just makes your ammo rack 12% more likely to spontaneously combust is not good. Or a defect that just makes your overall armor weaker. Or your guns less accurate. There's all kinds of them, and they all cause massive problems. We unlocked 3-inch gun Mark IIs there. Now I'm gonna piss off China again. See if they'll go to war with us. Our ships did finally make it around the old bend here. So they can get upgraded. Then they can immediately get the upgrade to the other version now. It only took them a month. Mechanical armor forging is good, but not worth stopping what we're doing. Alright, now let's try and piss off China again. They ignored it. Agree. Damn. They backed down. Alright, if they back down, who else can we fuck with here? Who doesn't like us? Well, the Chinese are still the people that doesn't like us the most. I guess we'll keep poking at them and hopefully they will give and go to war. How long have we been playing? I've been streaming for like 5 hours. Well, no, I took a break in between and stopped the stream, so I've actually been streaming for like 7 hours. But we've only been playing this game for an hour 37. Suppose we'll go to like 2 hours. How's research looking? It's going. It's going. Politics. China's flag changed because they had a revolution. They are no longer the Chinese Empire. Small guns, 2-inch and lower. Alright, anti-flooding is a monumental upgrade. That is something we are going to have to stop the presses for. That's a really big upgrade. That lets us pump the water out of our ships. Hey, Judge. Good to see that you're back. And adding a torpedo belt and anti-flooding is a lot of weight. Okay, here in a second, we're going to go do some major refits to your ship. Or you can choose to scrap your ship and make a new one that is bigger. It will be up to you. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Yeah, let me do these 3 battleships upgrades, putting a torpedo blister on them. Oh, I don't know. I was like, ISK, I don't know what that means. I'll put a torpedo blister on each one of these ships and anti-flooding controls. And then we'll talk about your ship here. I'll show you what upgrades you can do, or I'll show you the other stuff that we unlocked that you could just restart. It ain't, like I said, I cheat. This is a cheat save. We have a shit ton of money and dock. Not dock, what's it called? A shit ton of shipyard capacity, so we can build more if you want to give it a different shot here. I just gotta get there. Take a little bit off of that. Still gotta take more off. Drop that to 2. Now to go mess with George here. George is the only one of our battleships that couldn't fit a bigger gun. The other battleships upgraded to much larger 13-inch guns. I could not get them to fit on George. Although George is getting some new guns again. Alright, anyways, anti-flood. And a torpedo belt. just gonna move all these up to bigger guns. Give George whatever upgrades he can get. Gonna cost him though. Back down to 9 inches of armor, huh? That is unfortunate. All right. Now let's talk about your ship here. Thanks to the tonnage limit, we're kind of hitting the limit of what I can do to it, because tonnage, displacement up here, see how that bar is gray? That's the only thing you can't change after you already make a ship. So I can't make the ship bigger. And we don't have the room to put armor on it. The upgrades we do have available are like secondary guns. We could put some of these on, like here or here, here, or we'll exit without saving, not worry about any of those. Go to new design. Give it a second. You could also just make a different ship. There's this one. You could go and here's an armored version of your ship. Instead of a 3-mast smaller one, here's an armored one that we could get all the way up to we could make it 6,000. And that is still a 3-mast ship if you wanted to keep that. And it is much larger. It also could fit much larger 11-inch guns. Alright. What kind of guns do you want on it? From 6 to 11-inch. Double barrel or single barrel? A double barrel weighs 712 tons. A single barrel is only 459. Alright, we can put one there. We can put one there. I don't think we're going to be able to get a third one in here. We won't be able to get a third one in here. I can make them 11.9-inch guns. Keep that small. Alright, secondary guns. You've got 2 to 5 inch, single barrel or double barrel. Four-inch doubles. Alright, let's see where I can put a tower. Put a tower there. Put a tower there. Dual smokestacks or single smokestacks? Efficiency-wise, single smokestacks are better for the tonnage. Alright. Let's see. You want these ones? Because these ones you can put guns on, or we can do just these ones. You can do horizontal double, guns on ones. Alright. I don't know how big a gun we can put on it. Alright. What about under it? You can't put guns under it because of where they're at. Alright, let me work on getting you speed. See if I can make all of this light enough. Ratios. You can use black powder. It means your shells are heavier, they do less damage, and they move slower, but they're cheap and they're safe. Or you can use gun cotton. Your shells will move faster, they'll do more damage, but there's a 20% chance that you're gonna get hit and your shit's gonna detonate like a firework on the 4th of July. Like it's ammo detonation, flash fire, do safe. Alright. We'll keep it safe then. Winston's rangefinder. And let's see what I can do armor-wise here. We only need like 8. Five. Whoops, didn't mean to pick that up. 2.5. 2.5. Alright. We've got your armor here. We've got your guns set up. See if I can make these have a better firing arc. I gotta save us some weight for armor. Alright, we've got your ship done. Fiddlesticks. Actually, that's even worse than fiddlesticks. Damn it. I've got to remake this ship from the ground up. Because you can't rename them. Alright, give me a second here. I remember what we did. Oh, well, I'm redoing this because I fucked up and hit the wrong button. Go ahead and think of a name for your ship. Secondary doubles. Bodie McBoatface. Let me go and put the name in right now before I fuck this up again. Alright, we did standard. We kept it safe. Rangefinder. I can't remember what armor we had, so I will just downscale everything to figure it out. Make the guns bigger. I needed 8 on these, I remembered that. 2 on all of these. Still gotta get some weight somewhere. Well, we need weight to actually make the ship reliable. We can either give up some more armor or we can give up one of the 2 smokestacks. Because these weigh 100 tons each. More than that, actually, because there's guns on them. No answer, so let's see. What would I... How much armor would I have to get rid of? We're already down to only 2.5 inches. Can't do anything here to save more weight. Alright, well, which one of these has worse firing arcs? We'll get rid of that one. Move this back. Move that back. That almost gives us the weight we need. Hate to take it off the guns. I'm taking it off the gun. Game is saved this time, right? Yes. That ship that I fucked up, we're just gonna delete. We're only gonna keep Boatface. And then I need to still upgrade my other 2 ships. We won't upgrade that one, we're going to sell it. Anti-flood. Cap ammo. I don't think anything's gonna fit. Well, I can fit one there. Guess we'll try it. Just basic then. Actually, let's see if I can make it fit in here better. I can. There we go. Add a little gun to my ship. Alright, next few tons we get is just gonna go to inner deck armor. I have the gunboat to do still. I'll have to count how many of the other ships we have so we can replace them. But you don't want to fit now? Yeah, none of these want to fit with these new guns. We're losing those 2 guns. Ain't nothing I can do about it. They just won't fit there anymore with the new casing that's on them. But I guess that gives us a little bit more armor to throw on the ship. That's something to this ship. Alright, now we need to back out here. And we need to make 20 of these. 20 of the Bodie McBoatfaces. And we need to put them in Tampa and Miami. you're going to Tampa. Going to Miami. Alright. These ships are all going to mothball. All of our other ships will go ahead and be upgraded here. Alright, your new ships will be ready in 11 months. Alright, and we're selling your old ships to Romania and Korea. A little at a time. That way we have a chance to see him again later. Not guaranteed, but there's a chance we do have to fight your ship later. Depends on how long the AI keeps them. Sometimes they keep them forever, sometimes they scrap them in just a couple of turns. My phone is going dead, so it's got to go on the charger behind me. Your ships are actually selling like hotcakes. The old ones, I mean. Only got 15 of them left. Yeah, fuck everybody. Piss everybody off. Only 9 more of your old ships left. Never heard of them. Fuck that. Well, it's war erupted, but not with us, unfortunately. Sell, sell. How many of them are left? 7. That means there's 5 now. Almost all your old ships are gone. Alright, Dutch. We're going to Tahiti. Oh shit, this is gonna be great. Hey, Judge, we're gonna send your ships over to Tahiti. It's one more job. It's one more job, Dutch. See, it's 1896, Dutch, and we need to go and destroy France. It's one more job. Oh. Threaten China. China didn't want to go to war. We only have one of your old ships left to sell. I reckon it'll sell this turn. What pisses off China more? This one. Alright, there it is. All the old ships are gone. We are now deleting the blueprint. And they're gone. But your new ships are doing fine. Matter of fact, they just took Tahiti. Alright, China. I need you to very much go to war with me. Or Germany. Germany doesn't like me either. I'll go to war with either one of you. It may be a little early for World War I, being that it's only 1896. But I'll go to war with Germany. Hell, I'll be the one to start it. Where's my politics button? Where's Germany? I'm gonna insult his mother. Ignore me. I'm gonna insult your mother again, Germany. Where's my politics button? Man, insulting their mother don't work very well. They just keep walking it off. I'll try and insult their mother again, see if it works this time. Sooner or later, they're gonna take offense to the words I say. When they do, it'll be go time. Alright, they did not they did not like that one insult to their mother. They took offense to that and they sent us an ultimatum. We're going to war. I don't know who the hell they thought they were sending an ultimatum to me. 1897, little early, just a touch early for World War One. But oh, that doesn't stop me. Now, who are your allies? You have none. Well, that sucks for you. We're gonna send these battleships right here onto your face. Where's my other ones? There we go. We're gonna send these ones right here to the other side of your face. We're gonna send these battleships to that side of your face. And we'll send these ones down here to this fancy port you got. And we're gonna send some of Judge's ships. Oh, where's somewhere nice to go? We're gonna send some of Judge's ships to this fancy port you got. And we're gonna keep the rest here in case you get brave enough to try and navally invade me. What do you think their ships are gonna look like, Judge? You think they're gonna be big, small? You think they're gonna have big guns, little guns? It'd be in 1897. They're either gonna be big or not. And it's gonna be a long sail. I mean, right now they're laying down and discarding new ships. Probably not that big. Well, yeah, considering our ships really aren't that big. Our biggest battleship is 18,300 tons. And that is pretty big for this year. Oh, we have our first meeting. Well, I feel bad for this singular ship. We're so far away from any islands or land that we hold, we can't actually refill our ammo very often. So all of our guns are going to have to be on save. So I've got 13.9-inch guns. And about 10.5 inches of armor on all sides. Now this ship didn't have all of its secondary guns upgraded to double barrel yet. So it is a little worse off. Not much though. Alright, what's the enemy look like? And give it a second. The first enemy we see is 1,800 tons, or 1,861 tons, 19.3 knots. Actually a good bit of armor, 1.8 or 1.9 all around. They pop smoke, so I can't see how many guns they got. Just give it a second. They have 3 5.3-inch guns, 4 4.2s on each side, 2 3.7s on each side, and they have 20 torpedoes. They have 1 torpedo launcher on the front and the back. Then they have 4 on the left side, 4 on the right side, and 20 torpedoes on board. They're going to take a shot, and they're going to violently explode from torpedoes. Like, I can say that for sure. There is absolutely no chance of that not happening. Question is how fast it happens. Us hitting right behind them nonstop, probably not very fast. What is our cruise speed? 8.1. I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting to see torpedo explosion. There it is, torpedo detonation. I told you it's gonna happen. So half of their ship is underwater, as you can see on the top right. 4 torpedoes blew up. Those are 16-inch in diameter torpedoes. And the rest of them exploded. The rest of the ship's fucked. Now they only have 1 torpedo left in the whole ship. All the rest exploded. Well, that's what you get for putting 20 torpedoes on something. I mean, I get your plan was to try and get close and blow me up. But you got 2 inches of armor. That wasn't enough. I mean, they've got great damage control. I'll give them that. Because half of their ship's underwater, they're barely staying afloat. But I'm also not even shooting my main guns. I have them turned off. Because I don't want to use the ammo on a light cruiser. I'll use the ammo when I see something better. The fog's creeping in. Does he think he's going to get away? He might, I guess. Our ships ain't fast, but he ain't fast anymore either. Let's put a hole right here, please. You guys have spent enough ammo on this. You guys have definitely spent enough ammo on this. Problem with having green crew. We haven't had any war since the start of the game, and that means we can't train our crews. They just can't hit this spot. It sucks so much. Just hit this single spot, please. Oh, thank you. Alright, so yeah, their first ship for a light cruiser, it wasn't actually bad. They had really good armor. And way too many fucking torpedoes. Like, that was their biggest thing that got them killed, was all them torpedoes. So far, I don't see any of them trying to approach the mainland, but I am very rapidly approaching their mainland. I say very rapidly. My ships move at 15 knots. They aren't going anywhere rapidly. But they are approaching the mainland. And with the size of their guns, it's very scary for them. Morutani, or whatever. Yeah, sure, we'll send some ships over there. We're gonna take this piece of land away from the Germans. We're gonna take Liberia. Transports. Ooh, there's a fleet. We seem to have walked into a trap, Judge. They let the light cruisers pass, and then they ambushed the battleships. Oh, it's a big trap, too. They've got 1 battleship, 7 heavy cruisers, 12 light cruisers, and 6 torpedo boats. They fully intend to try and sink these. There's a real chance they might sink some of them, because our crew only got so much training out of that last fight. Where are they going to be coming from? Right ahead of me. We need to cut left and get on the guns. 8.1 max speed. We're not going to tell them to hold the ammo this time. If anything gets anywhere near, they need to shoot it before it gets close. Now, these ships are a lot more maneuverable than the Chinese ships we used. And it's not because they're lighter or smaller. It's just because they're shaped better. The ironclads we use in the Chinese campaign are not shaped very well. They are ironclads. They aren't meant for speed. Alright, their battleship saw us before we saw them. That means they've got a much better control tower than us. They saw us first. That means they have better that means they have better optics and control towers than us, which isn't good. That means they're gonna have a higher chance of hitting us. Alright, what does their battleship look like? Their battleship is 9,899 tons. It has got 12-inch gun on the back and then two 10.8-inch turrets. It has got 9.6 armor on the main belt, and then they gave up armor on the rest of the ship. So they went all or nothing armor scheme. They have reduced ammo, so they do not carry a lot of ammo. Alright, everybody switch to AP. This is the same light cruiser we fought earlier. Let's see, what do their torpedo boats look like? Provided I get to see one here. I need to figure out what all their ships look like. These are all the same make and model. There's a heavy ship. Their heavy cruisers have one 10.5 on the back and then one 8.6 on each side. Then they have one 5.5 on each side and five 2.4s on each side. And they have torpedoes. Well, there goes another torpedo detonation. Like I said, they put way too many torpedoes in all their ships. Torpedo detonation. So their CLs are walking detonators, basically. Their heavy cruisers have no fucking armor at all. I mean, none. They have less armor than our light cruisers. So we could probably just shoot at HE at those and sink them. We took a penetrating hit. This is right here is when I wish that I upgraded all these ships to have the double barrel 5.9s. Alright, we need to save on the main gun ammo. Don't shoot unless you think you can hit. Not like how close the light cruisers are getting. They do have torps. So they're trying to get close enough to launch torps at us. We keep breaking engines or sinking them before they can. Now they're trying to come up behind us and do it with all these torpedo boats. So I'm gonna have to start our turn, try and circle around before they get within range. They start to get too close, I'll force control and make all my ships fire at them. Got hit by the 14-inch gun. Yeah, he sunk. You don't take the 14-inch to the face, don't sink. Like, I don't think that's even possible. Torpedo out, they got too close. He missed, though, completely. Trying to get rid of the New Jersey. That's what they're all targeting. New Jersey's going to take some pretty serious damage here. Their ambush definitely worked. This ship ate some torpedoes and is partially flooded. It actually ate two different torpedoes. And this one ate a bunch of shells. But it cost them a fairly large fleet. Yeah, they did some damage. One of our ships is partially flooded, and the other one's partially on fire. Partially on fire. Partially flooded. We just couldn't get the ships in the front to turn around fast enough to get the New Jersey out of there. And then torps that missed the New Jersey went and hit Idaho. This will be good crew experience, though, as long as everyone makes it out of here. Their battleship is fast, 18.4 knots. We only go 15 knots, and we have 6,000 horsepower. Theirs goes 18, has almost 9,000 horsepower. They went the fast battleship route. We went the slow and steady. AKA, forget speed, just put more guns and armor on it. Their fleet is almost completely wiped out at this point. How is New Jersey doing? Some of its guns are destroyed. Its rear main gun is damaged. I mean, it's definitely taken the most damage here. Idaho's got some below the water level damage, flooding. Some sections are bad, but not as bad as the other ones. If y'all think you can hit it with the big guns, fire. If not, then don't shoot. Keep it simple for you. Ain't none of you gonna hit, are you? Nope, none of you gonna hit. They've got one torpedo boat desperately trying to run away. Shoot the one that's running. We can get the one that's crippled later. I don't want it to get away. So their ambush did not work very well in their favor. The only thing they've got left of that huge fleet that tried to ambush us is a single battleship. It's taken a few hits from our 5s. It has not been hit by the big guns yet. We need to fix that. You guys need to hit him with the big gun. Hit him with the big guns. I'm just gonna tell them all to fire. One of you. Well, we didn't hit the hull, but we cut clean through his towers. Missed the hull. Hit too high. He has no towers anymore and only one partially working funnel. And when it came through the tower, it took out part of his upper deck right here. Came through the tower and broke through the upper deck. So now it's all splintered and fucked up. Do it again. That's a big hole. Alright, so he's flooding now. Which means now we can get into melee range, because he is not going to be moving very fast. Yeah, no, only 8 knots. Get close enough to poke him with your sword. Now we're gonna send this one in at full speed. It's trying to speed up and get away. I'm not gonna let it. I'm gonna get really close, and then I'm gonna tell it to fire its guns. We're gonna get close enough to hit him with the sword. Hell, we're gonna sink him with just the 5-inch guns. That first hit did so much damage, and then he's got no armor. So the 5-inch guns now where this close are just cutting through him. You won't even have to hit him with the big gun. Damn. Anticlimactic. I wanted to get point blank and blow him. Yeah, New Jersey took some pretty good damage. It's gonna need a few months to repair that. Well, they ambushed the other fleet. So they did 2 ambushes. They let all the light ships get past them, and they ambushed both of my battleship fleets. We won the first one, but we're gonna have to repair those ships. What about this one? Battleships, 5 heavy cruisers, 8 light cruisers, 18 torpedo boats. Damn. Alright, 8.1. That is the same kind of ship. There's a lot more shit in this one. Ooh! You were fighting somebody else. That battleship's already got 1 foot in the grave, only 21% structure left. They were fighting somebody else, and somebody else was fucking them up where they were. Tell all of our other stuff to start shooting these guys. They're getting too close. We'll worry about the battleship that's running away later. CL's gonna sink. This is definitely going better than last time. We're not letting them around us. You just eat the big guns. You ate the big guns. You're fucked up. He is fucked. All the torpedo boats are getting up in here now. Sneaky ass torpedo boats. I told them to switch everything to HE. That should melt torpedo boats pretty easily since they don't have any armor at all. Hopefully some of them battleships land one of them shots. Ooh, that looked like a nasty shot. But it was only a partial pin. Did a lot of damage, didn't go through though. Switch to HE. Or switch from HE to AP, I mean. See if you guys can get through with that. Well, there goes his conning tower. It's destroyed. Most of the torpedo boats are gone. I really did build all of my ship's anti-torpedo boat. Force a habit. Try to cover them with as many 2-inch or 5.9-inch guns as possible. Got 2 torpedo boats left. They won't last long. 1 left now with the battleships. And I think that's a good majority of their fleet gone with these 2 battles. If they're gonna ambush stuff, they should have ambushed the CLs. That would have hurt me a lot more. That cut through him like butter. How close are we? 5. Yeah, you guys can switch to HE. Oh, he went ammo detonation. And you're just going to the grave very quickly. Alright, well, this is Germany's crushing defeat. It took far less damage that time. We were far more prepared for what their ships were. Next turn, we'll launch another naval invasion right here at Lam. Take that port from them. What time is it? It's 10:37. This video is 3 hours, and I've been streaming for way longer than that. So I guess we're gonna go ahead and call the stream here. Y'all
Put down
should
your
go check
silver
out
spoon
this
and
guy,
watch this.
Judge Master. He is great. Same as always, he'll be in the link in my description. And you should all just check him out. We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna end it here. Hope everyone has a good day, good night, and a good life. And take it easy out there, y'all.